Okay guys, hi, it's Mike again. I'm doing another one of the movie pickup review thingies that I did last week. So hopefully you liked that because I plan on keeping these up. This week, however, I actually did a couple of minutes to research all of the movies that I bought, so there's less what, you know, whatever. Hopefully this will be more informative than last time. But yeah, so let's start off with what I got here. Apparently I put my movies too far out of reach. Technical difficulties. Alright, first up this week, we have Walt Disney Pictures presents Flight of the Navigator. Now, this is, I know it's an odd purchase for me because I almost never buy anything from Disney, but this is an actual good film from when I was a kid. This kid gets picked up by a spaceship with an AI navigation system, and the spaceship looks kind of like a peach pit, and I don't know, he just flies around and has fun, and has this weird little alien pet. You know, if you want to go ahead and take a look at that, it's a really fun movie. You know, it's just a good movie from my childhood. It's something that I like. You know, it's not for everybody in the Bcast, I'm sure, especially if you come looking for gore and tits like I do most of the time, but it's a good flick. If you ever want to check it out, highly recommend it. Now, next up, we have H.O.T.S. Now, H.O.T.S. I have not seen before. I bought pretty much because it looks like it's full of TNA, and from what I've looked up, it is. It is it's about a college sorority who are going about trying to basically have sex with as many men as possible throughout their whatever. And, you know, it's just good, like, cheap, exploitative drive-in type fun movie. And, you know, if you want to get a quick look at that, here you go. But yeah, it looks like it's good for some boobs, so I will be watching it. Next up is a little bit of a cinematic gem, Troll 2. Now, this one is infamous. We're actually podcasting on it in about a day or so. And it is just one of those amazingly bad movies. Has nothing to do with trolls. It's all goblins. They're vegetarians, so they kill people and turn them into vegetables, or into a vegetable gel of sorts anyways, so they can eat them. It's a real winner. I actually really do love this movie. I watched it a lot as a kid. It's one of those so bad it's good type of movies. Definitely check it out. I was actually a little bit disappointed because I got the Blu-ray because, at least when I first saw it, the Blu-ray was supposed to come with a copy of the best worst movie, the documentary about Troll 2. And this one didn't come with it. It just has the movie. It's the special edition, and all it has is the movie. What are you going to do? But, you know, I do have Troll 2 on Blu-ray, and that is nothing to sneeze at. Hopefully, you know, there's not a lot to say. If you get a chance, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Up next is Charles Band's Blood Dolls. Now, I picked this up because I've recently become a fan of Full Moon Pictures, Charles Band's movie distribution company. Now, if you don't know who that is, they're responsible for some of the greats like Puppet Master, Ginger Dead Man, Demonic Toys, the Killjoy movies, and just so many other just amazing cheesy films from the 80s and beyond. And this one is much like Puppet Master. It has a series of dolls, and there's like a little pimp doll, there's an Asian weird doll, and there's like some tattooed thug. So this is like Puppet Master's The Next Generation, although a lot of their movies are kind of like Puppet Master's The Next Generation. This one's got like a clown, there's like a 90s metal band, And there's a midget with an eye patch. I mean, what more could you want? It looks like a lot of fun, so I picked it up. That is Blood Dolls. So that one's fun. Next, I picked up a movie called The Girl Who Shagged Me. Now, this one I picked up not because it was a Austin Powers parody. As a matter of fact, from a review I heard, it is not very much of an Austin Powers parody. It has absolutely nothing to do with it, which makes me happy because I can't stand those movies. I picked this up because it is starring Misty Monday. Now, I've talked about Misty Monday on a couple of podcasts, and we talked about her a lot in the Friday Night Frights episode with the Lloyd Kaufman interview with my friend Jason. And Misty Monday is this amazing, well, she used to be this amazing softcore porn actress. I mean, it's not porn, it's like late night Cinemax, that kind of thing, you know. Maybe a little bit more intense than all that, but basically it's a titty flick, but it's also a titty flick with a bit of a ridiculous story. This is kind of like the independent cinema B-movie thing. Like, this is just, they put a lot of ridiculous shit in here, and tits, and you know, it's good stuff. From the preview, it looks interesting. I have not yet seen it. I have seen a couple of her films, and you know, they're all kind of ridiculous. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'll let you guys know when I know more about it. Next up, we have a movie called Primal. Now, this is kind of like a go out into the woods, somebody gets possessed and goes crazy kind of a movie. You know, those ones happen. Watch the preview, looks really good, kind of gory. On the YouTube preview, there was somebody who made a comment which upset me. He said, any movie with what is it, tentacle rape in it is not good. Do not watch. He spelled not N-A-W-T, so that's annoying. Also, any movie with tentacle rape is obviously amazing and should be watched. I mean, tentacle rape doesn't happen in real life. Who doesn't want to see tentacle rape? I mean, some people probably, but not me. I want to see tentacle rape. Anyways, that's beside the point. There's apparently tentacle rape in this, or, you know, I don't know, I haven't seen it, but it looks fun. There's lots of gore, lots of, you know, good horror flick, probably. Primal. Also, bonus feature, trailer. Yeah, gotta love that. Next up is Cheerleader Massacre, by the people who brought you Slumber Party Massacre and Sorority House Massacre. This is just an amazing kind of a genre that I like. I've always loved slasher films, your Friday the 13th, your Halloween, your Nightmare on Elm Street, your Child's Play, anything like that. Slasher movies, amazing. And I have seen at least the first Slumber Party Massacre, and all of these movies have in common is they get a group of girls together, and they get them in scantily clad outfits, and they kill them. So, once again, probably boobs and blood. A good Friday night movie. A good anytime movie, really. But, you know, I want to get all of the Slumber Party Massacres and the Sorority House Massacres and all that. This is the first one I found. So I own it now, and I could not be happier about it. Cheerleader Massacre! They look all sad and scared, and yeah. This is how all of the covers look, by the way, on the Massacre movies. You see between a man's leg, a group of girls in fear, and you know, the weapon. It's you know, it's iconic. It's good stuff. Next up is Barbarellas, not to be confused with Barbarella, singular, which is a classic Jane Fonda movie with a decent amount of boobs. This movie is called a sexy sci-fi spoof, and it is, well, it's about this band on Earth and these aliens that are looking for the, like the apex sexual the apex sexual creature on the planet to fuel their spaceship, and it's all done through like a game show that involves lots of boobs. This movie has pretty much no plot and lots of boobs, and it's kind of sci-fi-esque, but the effects are really bad. We're talking worse than Sharknado. But I cannot say it's a bad movie. I watched it and it was fun. You know, at least I put it on Facebook. If you ever want a movie where every problem whatsoever is solved by taking your top off, this is the movie. There was literally a scene where the girls are on a spaceship and they're like, oh my god, we gotta escape. Well, we need to get behind this thing. But it's really tight, so we need to take our tops off so we can get through. They were wearing bikini tops, and it was like that much fabric. I mean, I'm not complaining here, I'm just saying, ridiculous. Anyways, Barbarella's, lots of boobs. If you haven't figured it out by now, I like boobs. So there's that. Next up is Fetish Dolls Die Laughing. Now, I knew nothing about this movie when I bought it, and now that I've looked it up, I could not be happier that I picked this out. It is about a guy that's making a fetish movie and girls are getting killed, and apparently he is possessed by the Tickle Monster. Yeah, the Tickle Monster. Now, depending on how you are, that either screams terrible movie or amazing movie to you. To me, amazing movie. Lots of girls getting tied up and tickled into deathly situations. It's beyond ridiculous, and I can't wait. Fetish Dolls Die Laughing. That's all I can say, really. And next up, well, last but not least, George, a Zombie Intervention. This is a movie about a guy named George, and his friends are kind of upset with his, constant nagging eating of their limbs and such. You know, they're like, bro, you keep eating parts of me, and that's really bumming me out. And I don't actually know if that's how it goes, but they host an intervention for their friend George. And I just think that seemed like an interesting premise. I watched the preview, and it looks funny. So, I mean, yeah, I can't tell you if it's any good, but I think it's going to be good, and I'm looking forward to watching it. So there's that, George, a Zombie Intervention. Woohoo! Also, I want to make one last little side thing. Last weekend, I got Cinema Sewer Volume 4. If you recognize Cinema Sewer, we did an episode with the creator of Cinema Sewer, the Ricky O episode. Robin Bougie, I think. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Robin. And this is just, it's amazing. It is, I'm trying to find something that's kind of safe for YouTube, because this stuff gets really pornographic in here. But he reviews ridiculously bad B-movies, like the stuff that I love, and porn, just everything, and, here we are, trying to find something, not do whatever. All kinds of naked ladies. Here we are. Here's a couple of pages that we can take a look at. I don't know how well there's going to show up, but as you can see, everything is hand-lettered and kind of like a dirty, old-school newspaper feel. And he's got a little review here of The Hitchhiker and Motel Hell and The King of Comedy. So, good movies to check out, and like I said, it's good 160-some pages of just awesome original art, cool little articles, and like I said, it's a lot of fun. It cost me about $30, I think, and I got an early edition, and I got a little sketch. Definitely worthwhile. This guy's stuff is awesome. It's worth checking out, and I love it. So that's Cinema Sewer Volume 4, available, I believe, at cinemasewer.com. Yep, cinemasewer.com. Go and pick it up. You can pick up any of his other stuff, his yearly issues. This is the collection. Check any of that stuff out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this second video of, I called it Mike's Weekly Haul. I don't know if that's the official title, it's just what the video is. So, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I plan to keep doing them. Sorry, I can't talk, and I won't be editing this much, but it's fun for me. I've seen people do this kind of thing on the YouTube before, and I, for whatever reason, enjoy it. And so I decided, I've got this whole little podcast network I'm doing, might as well do videos too. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you hopefully next week, and have a good one. Bye.